Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. It is another cold day here in Colorado, and I have come out here to kind of keep working on this little bushcraft shelter that I need to build for the summertime. We got about 1.5 feet in some areas of snow, and in the drifts, and then other areas there's no snow at all. So it might be a little bit challenging to find some of those straight boards, but we're gonna try it anyways. I got Rocky with me as well. We're just gonna stack up a whole pile of them and then kind of go from there. So join me. That is a lot of work, and I only just started. At least I feel like I only just started. I got too many layers on, so I'm gonna delayer now. I got my outside Carhartt jacket. I have a down jacket, a fleece jacket, so I am definitely starting to sweat. And I need to delayer. Whew. Much better. Okay, back to work. Do you guys remember at the beginning of the year, I built this whole area right here, this little shelter? I put a tarp over it and slept underneath it. So that was my first shelter of the year. This second shelter is going to take a lot more time because again, I'm trying to find these straight boards and they got to be pretty long. I'm having a little problem doing that, but I'll get there. Slowly but surely we'll get enough boards. So I got most of the sticks here down below me, and I've determined that this is the height that I want to cut them down to. I feel that by putting it in, that's pretty good. The bed would be pushed back a little bit more, but I think that's the height that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting these to this height. Okay, this is where I'm at so far. I have been working probably for about an hour now, just trying to find sticks. I'm finding myself having to walk a pretty good distance in order to get some straighter sticks now. I've gotten all the straight sticks that are here, and these aren't even really that straight, to be honest with you. A lot of them are kind of tilted and turned, but I don't want to cut down any of my spruces. The spruces, they grow really straight, but the aspens, they're crooked. However, aspens don't last as long as spruce does, and so I have a lot of dead aspen here, and so that is what I'm using, is a lot of dead trees. So I'm having to walk a lot of distance away, and I'm coming back with maybe 1 or 2 sticks. So I think I'm gonna be done here shortly, at least with this video for now. But I wanted to kind of show you kind of where I was at. again, it's a work in progress. It is still pretty cold here. It's in the 20s right now, and the sun's going to be setting here shortly. So I just kind of wanted to show you again kind of where I am and kind of what my plan is. Let me grab the camera here. Okay, as for a survival shelter, this would really not work. You could tell that there's a lot of airflow that comes in there. What I do plan on doing is that I am going to put up a tarp. So I will have a tarp underneath it. So I will have a tarp that kind of goes along the ridge here and down, and a reflective shield thing as well. I do plan on having that here. Currently right now, all I'm trying to do is just get enough sticks, enough straight sticks in order to build this shelter. Also, the wind is kind of coming from this direction over here, so I do kind of want to create this kind of a U shape right over here, so I can kind of you know, just give a little bit more of a shelter of the wind on this side. But I am going to kind of play around just a little bit more. I might show you a little bit more stuff and then kind of call it a day. I want to let you know about some of the wood that I have here so you can understand the options that I have. I have spruce and I have aspen, and that is about it. As for debris on the ground, I have nothing. And maybe what I'll do is, because I get asked, you know, why don't you put a bunch of debris on top of this? This is what the ground looks like. You're pretty much right on the ground. I have a little bit of aspen leaves and a little bit of grass, but other than that, I am right at dirt. And so I don't have any debris to put up on top of this. My goal today is to try to get as much of these straight poles as I can, or sticks that I can, so that way it you know, kind of helps out if it's snowing or anything like that. It doesn't get on my tarp as much. That is my purpose for these. I could just put a tarp on it. You know, I don't really need any of these sticks on here. I could just put a tarp on it. But I do want it to last in the wintertime a bit, in case it were to snow. And if I put a tarp on it, it won't last with just a tarp. So I have these sticks here for in the wintertime, so that way it doesn't collapse on me when I have the tarp up. That is my purpose. Still need to make this bed over here. So going to be working on that here shortly too. And you'll see that we do have a lot of snow. I guess it's not really a lot, but we got a good amount of snow for this area. We usually don't get that much snow here, so it is really wet and muddy and all that. And then again, this is where my fire pit is going to go. And currently right now is just a bunch of sticks and stuff, kind of showing me the area of where the fire pit's going to be. It is fun, you know. I'm just coming out here to play. That's really what I'm doing. I come outside, I come and I build a fort. and I love it. It's fun for me, you know. I have my kids with me. They're building their own stuff. In fact, they're doing a little kids series they're calling it Spirit Forest Cubs. And they're going to do a bunch of videos teaching other kids some wilderness skills, like how to build a fire, how to put up a shelter, stuff like that. I got the idea from a subscriber of mine, and she messaged me and said, hey, I got this idea. What do you think? I love the idea. I presented it to the kids, and they said, yes, let's do it. So they're over there videoing themselves building a fire, and I think they're having some s'mores too, so I might go over there here shortly. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, that's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I create these videos. It's just fun to get out and, you know, build stuff, you know, even though I have to walk around forever. And I love my property. I have 2 acres here. Not huge, you know, I wish I had more, but I have 2 acres and I just walk around and I look for straight sticks. And it's just like today, it's a beautiful day, even though it's cold. It's just beautiful, and I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you guys came to join me on this, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So thanks again.